What is going on, everyone? Welcome back to another About Teams video. And today we'll just be recapping the last two NBA games that happened yesterday. First, I'll just give a real quick shout out to the Celtics moving on second round. Should have as the one seed on Miami without their rookie Hamiha, because this was a blowout from start to finish. Really anticipated after Boston took both to Miami. We thought maybe after game two with the Heat's shooting barrage that maybe they can make this a series, but it wasn't never going to happen, especially without Jimmy Butler and Terry Rozier, their two best scorers. We tried three, I guess they had Bam, but yeah. So shout out to the Celtics, but this was kind of a predictable game. Didn't even really need to watch too much of it to realize. But Derek White, huge first quarter again, 15 points in that quarter alone, just red hot shooting in Miami too. So big player there, maybe arguably the best player in the series. So shout out to Derek White, one of the best role players in the league by far. But the game I really want to focus on was the Mavericks Clippers, and man, shout out to the Mavs. Once Luka got going, Clippers stood no chance. Luka, even though was averaging around a triple double, really wasn't himself this series efficiency wise. But what I watched early was he was getting to the mid-range shots effectively and like going into the paint. Wasn't like settling a lot because the shots early weren't falling, which is why the Clippers were still in this like mostly through the first half. But once they were able to get that mid-range going, it eventually led to the three-pointers, and their defense was overall just swarming. The Clippers really had no answers. Their leading scorer in this game was Paul George with only 15 points. And I think the impact is when Luka can play efficient defense, the Mavericks have a chance at winning any game, and that showed here. And now, it was also an interesting fact was that this was the Clippers' largest defeat in the playoffs. And you know, without Kawhi, it's kind of hard, even though they won two games without him. But yeah, it's going to be interesting heading back to Dallas. I think the Mavericks will finish it in Dallas, especially without Kawhi. I think if Kawhi was here, it could have been a lot better. But Luka and the Mavs realized, because what brought them into that last game was driving to the rim and just not settling for three-pointers all day, because three-point variance is a real thing in the NBA, no matter how good you are, even if you're one of the best players in the world by Luka. But what pulled Dallas away in this was just attacking early, and then eventually you could settle for shots once you're hitting, getting into a rhythm, because I believe they started off like 1 for 8 or something from three. But eventually that was able to settle in, and they just played swarming defense all night. The Clippers, I missed Kawhi's offense in this game because they need another creator. Harden and Paul George can't do it all by themselves. So yeah, and with that being said, we got, I think, two more games tonight. We got Magic Cavaliers and Knicks 76ers. Should be two very high intensity games, game six. Magic season's online in Orlando, and 76ers look to continue their momentum after stealing Game 5 in New York. Should be interesting to see how these two teams bounce back, and catch you in the next one. Peace.